Jamie, a convincing win. I think the only downside to it, if there is any downside, a bit like Scotland in the rugby on Saturdays, it wasn't a wee bit more convincing with their late goal at the end, but a 3-1 win for your side today.
We said that ourselves there. I think there was a wee moment in the game, a wee 5 minutes our way, where we had Jason's one, Big Jonesy's one we thought was going in. There was a couple we really thought was in to kind of make it 4. Instead it ends up 3-1, which didn't look as good, but we've been saying quite consistently now this part of the season is about results. Our performance was good, but results, if you thought it was to win 3-1 tonight, we would have been all over it. So, especially with the wind, I'm absolutely delighted.
I think, to be fair, I think it was night and day between the second half on Saturday and then how we came out the blocks tonight. Obviously, as you say, it was so difficult playing into that wind in the first half, and to go in with that 2-0 advantage, it's probably something that you guys would have you would have bitten somebody's hand off for.
Yeah, definitely. I remember the Celtic game here, we were 1-0 half time, and then as soon as the second half started, it was 2-0, and they couldn't get out of the wind, and we kind of thought we were on them. Then obviously we got a red card and the game changes slightly, so to actually start the second half 2-0 up, you get 11 men, then get the third so quickly, we again, they weren't absolutely delighted. And then probably from a performance point of view and keeping that focused mentality, you do want to go and score 4 and 5 and kind of be that relentless team. But I think they're one of the best teams in the league, and total respect to go back to it. Like, they won 3-1 tonight, we're delighted this stage of the season.
Gough picks up man of the match, but I think any day really, you could have picked any of the 11. I thought, in particular, Henry coming in for his first start, I thought he was outstanding.
I thought Henry was brilliant. He's been training really well. Because of midweek games, we've not actually had the Montrose game now this week. He's only trained four nights with us probably, because we only do the one a week. And I think I said it on this before, he's been in the winning team at training every night. He's just, there's wee moments like that, you can hear him communicating really well for a young boy. Even his manners, the way he is about the place, thank you, everything. He's so likeable. And as you can see, in terms of football, he's got quality in abundance. I thought on the ball, brilliant. I thought off the ball on that win against, again, a really good team. Defended really, really well. Some of these headers he read from the big diagonal, sometimes harder for younger players. Again, with the wind and not just sticking it back into the middle of the pitch. And then obviously you've got quality, Derwin and Pete and Cam, and kind of inverted wingers, loads of bodies in there to pick it up. So it was, instead of just defending again, it's starting the next attack. I thought it was brilliant.
We saw almost the opposite of a goal we scored earlier on in the season when Max put the Travella across to Gough. Just how good was that? Well, both goals in the first half.
I thought it was a cracker, because Danny stepped in and won it, and just simple pass, just 5-yard pass to Cammy. And what I think we're pretty guilty of is we play one half of the pitch quite a bit. We keep it, they're so tidy, the players we're talking about, they're so tidy, so keep it in the wee 5-yard spaces, but sometimes just skin out to get it switched. Cammy takes it on the back foot, spins, second touch, left foot widen, and Max aggressive towards the full back, and when naturally comes in on the right foot and has a pop quite a lot of the time, he just takes it, just that wee shift on the left and outside the right foot. We're always asking Kieran to go and attack, and we're asking, I mean, that's 3 seasons it now, begging the opposite winger to get in that back post that we don't always get, but we're starting to see it. And Gough gets here and puts it in, so that's a goal and assist tonight, was it, for him? So buzzing for all of them. I thought they were all brilliant.
I was speaking to Peter earlier, we've got a really tough run of games, but tonight being the start of it, it doesn't get much easier on Saturday against Dennis Muir.
I think the top 3 teams in a week. To start with 3 points is, I mean, what a start. Saturday, I've spoken about staying before games, after games a million times now. We know exactly what they are, they know exactly what they can be. I think we showed in the last game how good we can be against them as well. We limited them to 2 shots on target, and unfortunately the 2 shots on target in 90 seconds was our 2 goals, and we left to a point. If you thought it was before that game we were getting a point, we probably would have took it. Away to a team like that don't tend to lose at home. But coming up here is a different story. That patch, we love that patch. Good grass, we can play. Even the wind like that, we're reading it better than anybody else. We're setting up properly. We know when to play. We know when to. That word pragmatic that I keep using. We know when to be that. We kind of fancy it against anybody up here, so we're absolutely buzzing to get them up here on Saturday.